all the care in this era of COVID-19. And I wish you all the best and best of health. Now, at the outset, I would like to acknowledge and give my sincere regards to our worthy Vice Chancellor, who has taken this initiation and asked our Dean PGS to organize this orientation program. And I am also thankful to our Dr. Veer Singh, Dean PGS, who has given this opportunity to the registrar section to interact with the new participants. Now, at the start, I would like to give my introduction first, because I have not met personally to all the participants. So I am Dr. Kapoor. My full name is Pradeep Kumar Kapoor, and I am working as registrar here since August 18. Earlier, I was in Hisar, and I am retired in the year 2018, and I have served on the post of Director Research, Controller, and Professor and Head, all these things. In the meantime, I also served in Pondicherry during 97 to 2001. I graduated from Bikaner in 1979 and post-graduated also from the same institute in 1982. Then I did my PhD as in-service candidate from HAU Hisar. I worked during my PhD on mycoplasma in the project of National Fellow of ICR, that is bovine mycoplasmal reproductive disorders. And my PhD was adjudged as the best PhD in 1994, and I got this Jawaharlal Nehru Award. So this much my introduction. I think it is sufficient. Now I can ask my subordinates, all three registrars and deputy registrars he has joined, that they can give their introduction first to the participants. Dr. Anjay.
Myself, Dr. Anjay, working as assistant professor in Department of Veterinary Public Health and Epidemiology since 2011. Presently, I am also taken in charge of assistant registrar administration.
Next, Dr. Ravi.
Hello, good afternoon to all. As you all known to me, I am Dr. Ravi Ranjan, working as assistant professor in the Department of Livestock Production Management, and I'm also looking after academic cell of BASU. Thanks.
Keta, madam.
I'm joined as GRO parasitology, but presently taken charge of assistant registrar recruitment.
Ansari sahab, आवाज आ रही है आपको?
जी सर, जी सर, आवाज आ रही है सर. हाँ, गुड विशेष टू ऑल सर.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm MS Ansari, registrar BASU.
Graduation, from where you have done, and then post graduation, and what are your main interests, whether teaching, research, or extension, and what are the main one or two hobbies?
My name is Dr. Sonam Bhatt, and I am from Uttarakhand. I have completed my undergraduation from college of from Pantnagar University, and after that I did my masters from IVRI Izzat Nagar Bareilly, and then PhD also from the same college, that is IVRI. And my research work is left, that is I will be completing my PhD soon. And my hobbies are singing, dancing, and playing table tennis. And my area of means interest are means like in teaching also, then in research also, and in extension also. All three, sir.
First, main interest: teaching, research, or extension?
Main, sir, research.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Deepika.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. My name is Dr. Bhumika. I am from Chhattisgarh. I did my BVSc as well as MVSc from College of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, Anjora, Durg, Chhattisgarh. And I completed my PhD from IVRI. And sir, I have main interest on research than teaching and extension. And my hobbies are dancing and cooking.
Very good.
Thank you,
Good.
sir.
Dr. Sheetal.
Dr. S.K. Seetal. I did
आपका माइक ऑन नहीं है इधर, देखिए. हेलो, सबको साउंड आ रही है इनकी, डॉक्टर शीतल के?
हेलो.
यस सर, आ रही है.
हेलो.
मेरे को नहीं आ रही डॉक्टर शीतल की.
कंटिन्यू करिए, थोड़ा लाउड बोलिएगा बस.
हेलो.
आवाज आ रही है.
हाँ बोलिए.
Myself, Dr. S.K. Seetal. I did my undergraduate and postgraduate from Bihar Veterinary College, Patna, and then I completed my PhD from Pantnagar, GVPOT Pantnagar University, and after that I joined Nagpur Veterinary College as assistant professor for about 3.5 years. Then I joined BASU in November 2019, and my hobby is teaching.
ओके, नेक्स्ट जी बताइए. हाँ जी.
Very good afternoon, sir. Myself, Dr. Dushyant Yadav. I
Yes.
did my BBSc degree from the Narendra Agriculture University, Hyderabad, and then I did my master degree from the Duasu, Mathura, and I completed my PhD from the IVRI. And 1 year I had worked in the BHO, Banas, in the university, and then joined in the our university on 25th October 2019. The main area of my is the research and then extension.
Okay, right. Thank you. Next.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected sir, I am Dr. Vivek Kumar Singh, and I belong to Uttar Pradesh. I did my graduation from College of Veterinary Science, Guwahati, Khanapara, Assam, and masters from Duasu, Mathura. My area of interest is teaching rather than research, and my hobbies are exploring new places, studying books, playing
Okay.
outdoor games. Thank you.
At present, you are in teaching, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Dr. Gargi Mahapatra, and I have joined as Assistant Professor in the Department of Livestock Products Technology. I did my undergraduate from GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar. Then I did my master's and PhD from West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences. I also served as veterinary officer in the West Bengal government from 2014 till November 2019. And out of the 3 areas, I enjoy teaching the most. And my hobbies include reading, music, and traveling. Thank you, sir.
Good. Next.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Pushpendra Kumar Singh. I did my UG from Duasu, Mathura, master degree from NDRI Karnal, and PhD from IVRI Jatnagar, Bareilly. And presently, I am assistant professor in Department of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Extension Education, BASU, Bihar Veterinary College, BASU. And my priorities are basically on the extension work, then research, and then teaching. Although teaching is my favorite hobby, it is a hobby for me, and besides teaching, I am interested in the geopolitics.
That's nice. Next.
Sir, I am Dr. Hello.
Haan
Good
ji.
afternoon, sir. I am
Good
Dr. Pramod Kumar. I am from Bihar, Nawada district of Bihar. I joined as a assistant professor in livestock farm complex in 2019, and I did my graduation from Bihar Veterinary College and post graduation from same college. And my hobby is reading book, playing badminton and cricket. And in my EPIC, I have I interested in teaching and extension work and research also.
Okay. Any your main hobby?
Teaching, sir.
Teaching is interest of area.
Yes, sir.
It is a part of duty. Hobbies, that is another.
Hobbies are reading book, playing badminton or cricket.
Okay. Okay. Extracurricular. Right. Thank you. Next.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Hello. Hello, good afternoon,
Hello.
sir. Hello.
Okay. Dr. Sudeep.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
I belong to Bihar. I have done BBS and H from Bihar Veterinary College, Patna, and I did master and PhD from NDRI, Karnal. I did 8 month job in Bihar government as a veterinary officer from March 2019, 2019 March to 2019 November. Thereafter, I have joined as assistant professor in the Department of Livestock Park Complex in a Bihar Veterinary College. My hobby is reading book and barking, and my area of working in research and extension.
Okay, right. Thank you. Next.
Hello.
Alok
Good
Kumar.
afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I am Dr. Alok Kumar. My native state is Uttar Pradesh, and I completed my BBS TNS from Sri Venkateswara Veterinary University, Tirupati, and in 2013. And then I joined Mathura, Duwasu Mathura for completion of my MBSc in Department of Veterinary Gynecology and Obstetrics. And I completed in 2016, and then from 2 years I joined as a teaching associate in the same university. Followed by I joined NDRI for PhD program, and it was my 3rd semester when I got selected here. So still my research work is pending. So I'll be completing soon. And about the area of interest, so teaching is the area of interest. And then coming to hobby, playing badminton and cricket and writing blogs is my hobby.
Oh, very good. Next, last, I think, Dr. Bhavna. Any other left? Dr. Bhavna.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir, and everybody else.
Rohit.
Yes, sir.
No. Okay, introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Rohit Kumar Jaiswal. I did my BBS and DH from Anand Agriculture University, Gujarat. I did my master's in discipline of livestock product technology from IVRI, and I joined PhD there only. And my research work is remaining, and my interest area are teaching and research, and my hobbies are playing basketball and watching movies. Thank you.
I'm from Jammu. I have done my graduation from SCOS Jammu and MBSc from CSK SPKV Palampur. After that, I have served as assistant professor in college in Khalsa Veterinary College, Amritsar for almost 3 years. After that, I did my PhD from SCOS Jammu only, and for almost 1.5 years. After that, I have served as veterinary officer in Military Dairy Farm Jammu, and I joined here as assistant professor in Department of Gynecology in the month of October. The main area of my interest is teaching.
Okay.
Followed by extension and research, and my
Right.
hobbies are dancing, playing badminton, and reading books at times.
Okay. Now we can start that as far as the working of the registrar is concerned. Now, first of all, I think you might be knowing that our university was established by passing the Act 2016 Act 15. In the date is 29th August 2016. Now, as far as the hierarchy is concerned, our superior at the supermost is our Chancellor, Honorable Governor Sahab, Shri Fagu Chauhan is there. And then next hierarchy is our worthy Vice Chancellor. And now for the functioning of the university, there are two executive, you can say that bodies, that is Board of Management and Academic Council. I think you can understand that what is the function of the Board of Management and what is the function of the Academic Council. And as per Act, all these functions are given, and Act has been uploaded in our website also. Now, this Board of Management and Academic Council, and then other bodies or executive functioning bodies are Research Councils, Extension Education Council, then Board of Studies in the colleges, and PG Board of Studies at the level of Dean Postgraduate Studies. Now, the officers of the university, you know, the next hierarchies are there. That is Registrar, then DRI cum Dean PGS, Director Research, Director Student Welfare, Director Extension Education, then all deans of the colleges, Finance Controller, and other officers. They include Librarian, Director Works and Plants, State Officer, Public Relation Officer, and Security Officers. Now, with these functionaries or with these authorities, this university is functioning, and you know that the registrar office main, we are having the 4 section in this registrar office. First is the administration section, which assistant registrar Dr. Anjay is taking care of in that section, and our assistant registrar, our deputy registrar is also there, and deputy registrar they are taking, because we are having only one deputy registrar at this time, although we are having other posts also, that is deputy registrar for examination and deputy registrar for academic. But these 2 posts are still vacant. Only one deputy registrar administration that our Ansari Sahib is working. So under that, administration sanction is working. Now in administration, we are taking care of all establishment cases. The detail Dr. Anjay will tell just after my completion. Then another section which is very important, and I think you have all come across that section, that is recruitment section. Now at the time of interview, you have already seen the activities, what they have done before recruitment, during recruitment, and after recruitment. And detail what are the function of that recruitment section, Dr. Sucheta will tell just after my completion. Then third and important section is academic section, which Dr. Ravi Ranjan Sina is taking care of that as assistant registrar. And in this, you know that the admission of the students to the degrees, giving the degree, all are the functions of academic activities. Academic activities also taking care of the making the agenda of the Board of Management and agenda of the Academic Council. So these are the main functions of these sections. Then the another section very important, and for that Dean PGS has kept another year and for this examination. And I think Dr. Mandal and Dr. Nirbhay is going to take care of this section. And Dr. Mandal this time is working as a controller of examination, and under him Dr. Nirbhay Kumar is working as assistant registrar examination. Now in that examination, which is a confidential cell, and their working is also very confidential. So now as far as the duties of the registrar is concerned, it is very clearly mentioned in the Act that registrar is responsible for the preparation of annual report of the university for approval of the worthy Vice Chancellor and then Board of Management. Then he shall be the custodian of the academic records of the academic semester of the university. Then he shall administer the prescribed provisions for admissions, registration, enrollment of students, and the continuance of enrollment and maintenance of the students' record. Then registrar is also responsible for the maintenance of registers of all degrees and diplomas conferred by the university, which academic cell is taking care of. Now registrar shall carry out the duties assigned by worthy Vice Chancellor time to time then registrar shall assist the vice chancellor in all matters of general administration. Now, he shall be the officer to sue and be sued on behalf of the university. That is the authority. Now, he shall be ex officio secretary to the board of management, senate, or faculty. And this academic in academic council, he will be working as secretary of the academic council. So these are the main duties of the registrar, and with these 3 or 4 sections, we are all taking care of the administrative activities. Now here, I want to just give you the motivation that if you want to be happy or you want to make happy others also, then 3 A's are very important. Number 1 is attention. You have to give the attention towards the people, or you want to make happy yourself, then you give attention yourself also. Then affection. Have the attitude of the affection to each and everybody. And then appreciation. That is the most important, that if somebody is working good, we have to appreciate the work of that particular. Then only you can be happy and you can make others happy also. And to be a successful in life as a teacher or as an administrator or as a person, as a father, as a wife or as a daughter or as a son, that we must have 3 important D's. And that is, first is discipline, that we have to maintain discipline in every part of life. And then we have to have the determination. If we have decided that, or we have proposed, or we have dreamed something, then we have to be determined. So determination is very important for the success of the life. And third is most important, that is dedication. Whatever you have planned, you have to be involved with full dedication. So these are the then actually first most D you can also, that first is desire. And desire, if you are having the desire, that can be seen in your dreams, and then you can have a plan to fulfill that. So with these words, now I can ask our Deputy Registrar, Ansari Sahab, that he can just brief about the roster system, that how we are following the roster for reservation of the seats for the students as well as for faculty. So may I request our Deputy Registrar to please take over the mic.
100 पॉइंट का मॉडल रोस्टर बनाया हुआ है बिहार सरकार ने जी। 100 पॉइंट का मॉडल रोस्टर है। इसमें 1 से 100 के बीच, सर सुना जाए, 1 से 100 के बीच जितने भी ऑड नंबर हैं वो सब अनरिजर्व क्लासेज के लिए हैं। 1 से 100 के बीच जितने भी अनरिजर्व हैं, 1, 3, 9, 99, वो सब अनरिजर्व क्लासेज के लिए हैं। और जितने भी इवन नंबर है 2, 4, 6, 8, 100, वो सब डिफाइन है इसके लिए रिजर्व क्लासेज के लिए। परसेंटेज का जहां तक सवाल है, गवर्नमेंट ने, बिहार सरकार ने SC ST के लिए, BC EBC के लिए, यहाँ OBC नहीं है सर। OBC होता है गवर्नमेंट सर्विस के लिए, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ बिहार सरकार के लिए BC1 और BC2 है, यानी EBC और BC है यहाँ के लिए। एक नया टर्म WBC आएगा, उसको मैं आगे डिफाइन करूंगा। तो वो बिहार सरकार ने जो रिजर्वेशन दिया हुआ है वो SC के लिए, शेड्यूल कास्ट के लिए 16% है, शेड्यूल ट्राइब के लिए जिसे हम ST बोलते हैं 1% है, और EBC एनेक्चर 1 उसके लिए 18% है, BC को 12% है यानी 12% है, WBC के लिए 3% है। WBC हो गया वीमेन ऑफ बैकवर्ड क्लासेज, यानी चारों वर्ग की महिलाएं, SC ST BC और EBC की चारों वर्ग की महिलाएं के लिए 3% है, ये 50% हो जाता है। और नया 2019 में पिछले साल सरकार ने EWS इकोनॉमिकली वीकर सेक्शन के लिए जो 10% दिया है, सो कॉल्ड फॉरवर्ड क्लासेज में आम बोलचाल की भाषा में कहें तो जो अनरिजर्व क्लासेज है, इनको किसी तरह का रिजर्वेशन नहीं है, उसको 10% दिया। इस तरह से बिहार सरकार में 60% रिजर्वेशन हो गया है सर। दैट्स ऑल सर। हम लोग रोस्टर क्लियरेंस परमानेंटली आयुक्त कमिश्नर से कराते हैं, उसके बाद यहाँ से प्रपोजल जाता है, वहां से ओके होता है, फिर पहला जो भी अपॉइंटमेंट और प्रमोशन की कार्रवाई होती है उसमें हम रोस्टर क्लियरेंस कराते हैं। और हमारा मॉडल डिपार्टमेंट जो है इसके लिए बिहार सरकार के अंदर जनरल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन डिपार्टमेंट है, जहाँ से मैं फॉर्मली बिलोंग करता हूँ, वहीं से मैं अंडर सेक्रेटरी रिटायर्ड हूँ सर।
Thank you very much. Now I can request Dr. Anjay, please brief the activities and the SOPs of your section.
Okay, sir. I can tell something about with the help of PowerPoint, sir. So these are certain, you can say, activities that are performed by the administration cell. So first and most important part of, you can say, administration is the for taking administrative and financial approval of any proposal that from the Honorable Vice Chancellor Basu Patna. And the matters that dealt under the administration sections are mainly the maintenance of the personal record, all type of the record of the university employees, best moment persons who you can say posted at university, their whole records was maintained at administration sections. However, other faculty and staff that are posted at different units of BASU, their personal records maintained at unit level as well as university levels in administration sections. Next is the annual assessment reports. So all employees of BASU are annually all the performance of all employees of, you can say, BASU monitored by the, you can say, annual assessment reports that we have to fill annually by the prescribed time limit, under the prescribed time limits given in the, you can say, notifications of annual assessment report. And final for teaching faculty, the final, you can say, accepting authority is Honorable Vice Chancellor Basu Patna. So after, you can say, as the recruitment of under the university gets progressed, the load of administration gets succeeds. So after recruitment, you can say the duty of your administration section starts. So first of any employee at BASU is the pay fixation. So your first pay fixation actually
अंसारी साहब आप अपना माइक बंद कर दीजिए। अंसारी साहब
सर
माइक म्यूट कर लीजिए।
So after getting employment at BASU, the first duty of pay fixation actually performed by the administration after approval of Honorable Vice Chancellor Basu Patna. If anybody needs, you can say, the pay protections, just like certain employees of our employees previously posted at different university or some other places. So if they need, they relieve from after, you can say, by the proper channels. Then if they require certain types of the pay protections or any type of the, you can say, pay anomalies during the service, that again you can say taken care by the administration sections. Now the promotion of teaching staff as well as non-teaching staff also only dealt by the administration section of Basu Patna. Now all type of the traveling allowances bills first initiated or screened for administrative purpose by the administrative section, then it's sent to the finance controller office, and after the, you can say, checking of the valuation of the vetting of all the amounts, that's fine. After final approval of Honorable Vice Chancellor, you gets reimbursed. Then any type of the medical reimbursement, we have facility for medical reimbursement. So there are two categories for medical reimbursement. One is below the 50,000, and one is up to more than 50,000. And the for you can say reimbursement of the amount less than 50,000, we have to process at our university levels by the, you can say, verifications by a doctor that is hired by us. And for the amount that exceeds from 50,000, we have to send it, the files to the Patna Medical College for vetting of all your bills and amounts you demanded. So for any medical reimbursement, there is a Prapatrika in Hindi that is uploaded on our WhatsApp websites. So you have to fill the Prapatrika and you have to submit accordingly. The purchase of items. So the administration section mainly you can say dealt with the purchase of any items of BASU that exceeds the amount 1.5 lakhs. So for purchase of 1.5 lakhs, above 1.5 lakhs amount, any articles, you need you can say approval of Honorable Vice Chancellor BASU Patna, both administrative as well as financial sanctions. RTI and court cases, however, we have RTI, separate RTI officers and separate legal officers, but as a part of, you can say, administrations, I am only responsible for person for counter affidavit in court cases, all court cases. So transfer and posting, again, transfer of posting of any employee of BASU will be only, you can say, dealt by the permission of Honorable Vice Chancellor, approval of Honorable Vice Chancellor BASU Patna from the administration unit. Inquiry of any litigations, any type of the inquiry that's performed at BASU will be only, you can say, dealt with the by making a committee or just like as per the recommendation of guidelines provided in our institutes or the institutes of the BAU, we have to follow. Now leave of the faculty and the staff. This is the most important segment. So mainly your CL and your duty leave. We have provision of 14 days CL as well as 10 days duty leave for to attend any type of the, you can say, meetings or seminars or symposiums. Duty leave means simple concept that when the financial liability on our university, then our university can grant duty leave to the our at least teaching all teaching employee of the university, but the, you can say, dean of each college have the power to sanction the duty leaves. And if the EL your demand or the total earned leave demand is less than 90 days, that was sanctioned, that may be sanctioned by dean of each college. However, if your earned leave demand is exceeding 90 days, then you can say approval. You need approval from the Honorable Vice Chancellor BASU Patna through registrar and assistant registrar administration section. So a study leave, we have also facility for study leaves, but only with approval of Honorable Vice Chancellor BASU Patna. Maternity leave, extraordinary leave, medical leaves. So all type of the leave generally regulated by the, you can say, Bihar Service Code, and except duty leaves. So we have a special provision of the duty leave for teaching faculty only. So implementation of all type of the government orders after necessary approval from the Honorable Vice Chancellor BASU Patna. Correspondence with the Chancellor of government only, you can say, make through the registrar office. All type of the other administrative matter, we can say, ETC or all type of the, you can say, approval. You need like just like build construction work, repairing work, each and every from the state sections or maybe finance sections, we handles all type of the cases. So here I have just in the starting of my career also I was getting a lot of problems in handling of the file. Nowadays somewhat feel relaxed. So just I put 2 slides. One is for preparation of the, you can say, the file or your, you can say, approvals from the competent authority, and second is how you have to process the file. So first, for preparation of file, there is a folder available at you can say our college unit or university units that may be supplied with the, you can say, purchase sections of our procurement officer or purchase officer of your at college level, or we have university levels. So on the first front page of the, you can say, the file, you have to mention the file number. That this file number, you can say, have a definite records under each department and in a notebooks or you can say record book. And so you have to follow the proper, you can say, identification marks as a file number. So just like example here, I showed that admin 03 means this is the file originated from the admin. The file number is 03. 03 under the category of the promotions. 08 in promotion category is administration 3 number file. Under promotion category, it is of 8th number file. Opened during the year 2020, registrar segment, Patna. So again, you have to mention the subject number. So in subject, you have to write the full descriptions of the file, or you can say the whole objective or aim of your file, and your finally your unit name, or you can say likewise. So under the file, there are two types of the page. One is the green page that's also supplied by the, you can say, purchase officer to each unit or each department, and one is, you can say, white page, normally a 4-page size page. So green sheet, that's green color page, that is called green sheet or green note sheet page, or note sheet page we can say simply, and a white color page, that is correspondence page or corresponding page. So in green sheet file, you have to again mention the page number at the front of each file, your department, or you can say college names or likewise, then followed by file number on each page of the file, or in each page of, you can say, the note sheet, followed by subject. Then you have to write the text followed by your countersign. If possible, you have to put the detail, your designation name as well as designations, or you can say just simply put a stamp. In correspondence page, the page numbering of the page started reversely. The first page that's you attach on, you can say, your right hand side of the folder, you have to give 1 number, followed by, so recent page added, the page added in the files, given number accordingly. So you can say the page numbering of the note sheet page moves from left to right, and the page numbering on correspondence page moved right to left. Then movement of the file, as we all here of faculty, so we have to move the file to the proper channels. We have to first place the file to the, you can say, head of our department, and that's the head of department may forward the file to with their recommendation to the dean of the college, and if the dean of that sanctioning limits or anything decisions that if dean thinks it is beyond his, you can say, power, so he may, you can say, forward file with his recommendation to the either registrar or other like director research, DSW, like finance controller, or may directly to honorable vice chancellor based on the matter. Thank you.
So thank you, Dr. Anjay, that you have explained very nicely that what are the activities we are taking in the administration section, and very nicely you have explained how to prepare a note sheet and how to maintain the file. Now we can open this session if anybody is having queries regarding the administrative matters, because all details, rules and all are there. TA rules are there, leave rules are there. However, he has explained very nicely that what are the leave which are concerned over duty leave, which we have prepared, and some of the guidelines are there for taking the duty leave. Then similarly, earned leave. For earned leave, it is very essential that we have to apply at least 1 week or 10 days before, so that administration section can deal the application, and before that it is our duty, that duty of all the faculty members and non-teaching employees, that we should not move until and unless we get the sanction order from the competent authority. So anybody is having any query, please ask.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have one query, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, sir explained about duty leave, and he said that it is having a 10 days period. So maximum 10 days we can take. So what about if we are going for some I mean training or something which is more than 10 days? Suppose it is 14 days or
that's actually relaxed. If you are going to attend a 21-day winter school or summer school, simply you need the permissions from the or approval letter, office order from the competent authority.
So I can.
That's only for attending, you can say, symposium or any type of the duties. Likewise, invigilator, external examiner, or any external duties. That
Now, let me explain properly. Now, Dr. Alok has raised. Dr. Alok, that for duty leave, it is only for that if you are going for examination, if you are going for attending any committee as a member, then it is duty. And once you are going for more than Summer Institute and training and all these things, for their rules are different. We are deputing for that purpose. So deputation is another thing, and duty leave just for 2-3 days. So it is 10 days for that only academic year. It is fine that you can go for the taking the examination, and sometime you are not getting because here duty leave is given when no financial liability on our part. When we are having the financial liability, then we can make the tour program, or we will depute you to attend the training and all these things. Clear now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I want to know what is the procedure to get a study leave, and I want also to know that is there any minimum period of service required after which only a person can get a study leave?
Yeah, I think it is better you can read the study leave rules, which is because we are now we have adopted the BAU statute. So in BAU statutes, study leave rules are given. And nutshell, I think Dr. Anjay will explain. So what are the main points for the study leave? Anjay.
जो BAU में था, BAU में जो study leave में जाते थे, that is under faculty development programs. So there are that rule of faculty development programs revised time to time. Sometimes it is of about 15% of the total strength of the faculty of the university or of the college, or sometimes it was 5% of the total strength of the. But now at present, we have no any such type of faculty development program. However, it's better to go for a study leave. You have to apply with proper channels, with just like simply I just said, to the, you can say, that's research matters. So you have to take the consent accordingly with your, you can say, college.
Dr. Anjay, important point. Dr. Anjay.
Only meaningless.
Dr. Anjay, he has raised that whether minimum service is required to apply for study leave. Any minimum service?
No, sir. That type of, actually at present we have not no any rule such for such type of thing.
So anybody can apply study leave at present.
At present apply, sir, but definitely there a probation period extended.
But probation period, because if you are going to take the study leave, you will get only the leave of the kind you that is EOS.
Yes, sir. Previously
under probation period, and
previously under BAU Sabor, there is a rule that you can't go for a study leave under the probation period. So just example me. So after completing my probation period, just I relieved for you can say completion of PhD program, certain period of PhD programs with extraordinary leave. But think that is
there any format, sir? Is there any format to apply for this study leave or something?
No, we have no at present not. We
yes,
have
an application can be can help.
Yeah, definitely we have to develop.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
We are under preparation of our statutes and rules and regulations.
Okay.
I think in due course of time we will prepare our statutes and rules and regulations for leave also and study leave also. Okay, right. Anybody else?
सर मेडिकल रिम्बर्स के बारे में थोड़ा और डिटेल से सर बताइएगा.
मेडिकल रिइंबर्समेंट
कैसे उसको रिम्बर्स कर सकते हैं क्या?
हाँ, जब भी आप मेडिकल रिइंबर्समेंट ले जाते हैं, you have to submit, you can say the पत्र that is available on actually Bihar Service Code also and बासु के वेबसाइट पे भी है. तो आप उसे पढ़ लीजिए, जो रिक्वायरमेंट उसमें दिया हुआ है उसे भर के फिलअप करके थ्रू प्रॉपर चैनल से रजिस्ट्रार के पास जाएगा. रजिस्ट्रार के पास जाता है तो हम एग्जामिन करते हैं. एग्जामिन करने के बाद हमारे पास 2 डॉक्टर्स हैं जिसे हायर करके रखे हुए हैं. हमारे कंसर्न यूनिवर्सिटी डॉक्टर भी हैं. देखो 50,000 से कम का बिल अगर है तो हम उनके पास भेजते हैं. आपके पार्ट से सिर्फ सबमिशन है, कोई भी लैकुना अगर उसमें रहता है.
पहले ये बताइए कि मेडिकल रिइंबर्समेंट एलिजिबल कब होगा? क्योंकि अगर मेडिकल अलाउंस कोई ले रहा है तो मेडिकल अलाउंस लेते हुए ओनली हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन केसेस,
इंडोर केसेस में ही सिर्फ मेडिकल रिइंबर्समेंट जो है लागू होगा। आउटडोर केसेस के लिए सर्टेन टाइप ऑफ क्रोनिक डिजीजेज लाइक किडनी पेशेंट और स्टंट और लाइक दैट्स गिवन इन यू कैन से
क्रोनिक डिजीज का अगर सर्टिफिकेट है देन
कंडीशंस हैं
आउटडोर का लेना, बट विल नॉट बी एंटाइटल्ड फॉर मेडिकल अलाउंस।
दिया हुआ है बिहार सर्विस कोड में लिस्ट ऑफ डिजीज दिया हुआ है, इसमें ही सिर्फ आउटडोर पेशेंट्स का रिइंबर्समेंट अलाउड है। मोस्टली हम लोग के समय में उम्र में मोस्ट कॉमनली वी कैन से अगर होनी अनहोनी ना बुरा रहे तो सिर्फ इंडोर पेशेंट का ही रिइंबर्समेंट होता है।
Okay, sir.
Now clear, I think.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Any other issue? Anybody can ask.
सर 1 मिनट सर, एक प्रमोशन में सर रिजर्वेशन रोस्टर बिहार में लागू है कि नहीं? सर प्रमोशन के लिए बिहार में रिजर्वेशन रोस्टर लागू है या नहीं सर?
अभी
नहीं बिहार में नहीं, एक सेकंड,
अंडर सब्सिडीज है ना ये।
टीचिंग स्टाफ का जो प्रमोशन होता है, ठीक है, वो अंडर कैश होता है। कैश के समय में रोस्टर और रिजर्वेशन का जरूरत नहीं पड़ता है। बेसिकली जाने तो कैश का है कि एप्लीकेशन फॉर्मेट आता है, जैसा कि अभी हमने वेबसाइट पे जाइएगा तो देखिएगा, उसमें क्या है कि आपको सिंपली अप्लाई करना है। इफ यू आर जस्ट लाइक योर इवैल्यूएशन, इफ यू आर गेटिंग द डिजायर्ड यू कैन से नंबर, then you get promoted to the next with certain type of जो क्राइटेरिया अगर फुलफिल कर रहे हैं तो आप प्रमोट होइएगा। वो लिमिट नहीं है कि हर डिपार्टमेंट में 2 सीट है 3 सीट है, ये प्रमोट करेंगे कि नहीं करेंगे। आप अगर
सर मेरा पूछना है सर कि अगर मान लीजिए कि न्यू वैकेंसी आती है तो उसमें रिजर्वेशन रोस्टर लागू है कि नहीं? मतलब अगर प्रमोशन के साथ अगर स्टेट की न्यू वैकेंसी आती है।
देखिए डॉक्टर साहब, टीचर्स के लिए जो है अगर आपका प्रमोशन है दैट इज ओनली कैरियर एडवांसमेंट स्कीम, एंड जो भी आईसीआर से रूल्स रेगुलेशन आते हैं वो हम अडॉप्ट करते हैं, उसी को लागू होता है। यहाँ आप न्यू वैकेंसी की बात करते हैं, अगर कोई एडवर्टाइजमेंट होगा तो वो सिलेक्शन के जो रूल्स लगेंगे वो सिलेक्शन के रूल्स
सिंपल लगेंगे।
हाँ, उसके अंदर जो भी रोस्टर लगेगा, जो अभी अंसारी साहब ने बताया, न्यू वैकेंसी के अंदर जो पोस्ट जिस पे होगी उसी रोस्टर पे जाएगी, उसी बिंदु पे जाएगी। अगर बैकलॉग होगा तो बैकलॉग के हिसाब से जाएगी, और न्यू होगा तो नई के हिसाब से जाएगी।
सर कैश के बारे में थोड़ा
बता। आप सिंपली अगर प्रमोट करते हैं कैश के थ्रू तो आप पोस्ट जो है असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर का ही हायर करके रखते हैं, उसी को ब्लॉक करके रखते हैं, ना कि हम एसोसिएट हो जाएंगे अगर कैश के थ्रू प्रमोट करते हैं तो हम एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर का सीट पे चले जाएंगे। हमारा बेसिक जो डिजाइनेशन और पोस्ट होगा होल्डिंग वो असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर का ही होगा। आप जब भी वो पोस्ट तभी छोड़ सकते हैं जब आप फ्रेश रिक्रूटमेंट होके, अगर यहाँ से एसोसिएट का एडवर्टाइजमेंट निकलता है, मैं फ्रेश उसमें एज ए कैंडिडेट अप्लाई करता हूँ और तब भी मेरा असिस्टेंट का सीट जो है वैकेंट होगा।
I think many questions we have taken. If more questions are there, we can discuss later on. Now I can request our assistant registrar academic to take the issues of the academic section. Dr. Ravi Ranjan.
Hello everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Actually, this is the academic cell which works under the direct control of Registrar Basu, and it deals with mainly students matter. But this is the cell which actually deals with means what I can say, for what university or college is meant for. Just to see, actually what we do, we took admission to the students and give degrees after thorough teaching and adding inputs, teacher inputs, and make some great guy as a veterinarian, of course. And what are the functions, what we do actually here? We organizes and conducts meeting of board of management. As we know, this is the supreme body of university governance, and for that this is direct under the control of registrar. We prepare agenda, their proceedings, and followed by orders if it worth. Then second one, what we do, we usually conduct university convocation where degrees are conferred to UG and undergraduate and postgraduate students. Similarly, This cell also conducts and organizes academic council meeting frequently. Till that, 6th academic council meeting has been convened. For that, we prepare agenda, proceeding, and orders. Then we also prepare transcript, migration, and degree certificate to the students. And we took admission to the students and issued registration number. Simultaneously, we also manage the academic affairs with Governor Secretariat, Department of Animal Husbandry, Department of Education, Human Resource Development Department, Ministry of Government of India, then ICR, UGC, and submit reports as and when they demands. Further, we also prepare various university reports like prospectus, annual reports, accreditation reports, and vision document, or as and when any university authority or any body which governs our demands. Then admission at all the colleges, whether it is of undergraduate and postgraduate, are being admitted to this university through this academic cell. University also does various memorandum of understanding MOU with various national and international organizations for better research, better education, like that. Until date, we have 16 MOUs with national and international standards institutions. The university also does university becomes party to various national organizations like IAUA, NAD through this academic cell. And furthermore, it also gives rewards to students in the form of awards as well as to teachers, and punishment as well, like removing a student's name from university roll. And further, if any issue arises to students like rules and regulation, fellowship, etc., we also deal with and we also try to solve those issues. That's all from academic cell. Thank you.
So I think in nutshell, Ranjan has explained or in brief what are the duties or what his section is doing. Any I am open for any discussion. If anybody is having any question regarding the academic set.
Sir, I have one question.
Okay.
Actually, you said that you have MOU with our BASU with 16 universities in national or international. So I just want to know what are the national ones. I mean, few.
Like IVRE, NDRI, CARI, CIRB. These we are handling.
I think this list has been given in the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barakpur fishery institutes are also there. Even dairy institutes are there.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you,
sir. एक क्वेश्चन था सर, एक जो हमारे एकेडमिक काउंसिल की मीटिंग होती है सर, तो एकेडमिक काउंसिल की मीटिंग क्या स्टूडेंट एजेंडा भी शामिल होते हैं या स्टूडेंट का कोई रिप्रेजेंटेटिव रहता है उसमें, या ऐसा नहीं है
अभी फिलहाल तो नहीं है, कोई स्टूडेंट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव नहीं होता है, लेकिन जो भी एजेंडा आता है, agenda comes through board of studies of respective colleges, and at board of studies a student must be there. It means it comes through board of studies. No,
नहीं, जो इनका प्रेसिडेंट है वगैरह, इनसे अपन एजेंडा लेके शामिल कर सकते हैं अगर पॉसिबल हो तो.
No, only dean you can approach to the dean only.
ओके सर, ओके. दूसरा ये है सर कि हमारा जो एम्स और IIT से क्या MOU का कोई विचार चल रहा है या अभी सब?
एम्स पटना से हुआ है, एम्स पटना से होने वाला है या हो रहा है अभी, लेकिन IIT से तो फिलहाल नहीं है.
ओके सर, IIT से करेंगे तो हम बेटर थोड़ा सा प्रोस्पेक्टिव में कर सकते हैं.
हाँ,
वो आप रिसर्च पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से अगर MOU करना है तो आई थिंक वी कैन सजेस्ट डायरेक्टर रिसर्च दैट ही कैन इनिशिएट एनी collaboration project or all these things. So we can have that MOU with the IIT also.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any other? So I here want to submit one thing, that this hierarchy, what I have mentioned in earlier, that board of management and academic council. So at the college level, board of studies is there. Then at department level, departmental committees are also there. So whatever student issues are there, we can approach, or students can approach to their advisor. Then advisors can approach to the dean, and they can make some agenda for the board of studies. And if it is approved in the board of studies, then we can consider, or we can make agenda in academic council if it is required. If issue is concerned only for the college, then a board of studies can take the decision and they can implement. Because board of studies is the colleges. Similarly, for PG issue, PG student issue, there is PG board of studies. So we can have the issues with the Dean PGS, and Dean PGS can have the agenda in the post the board of studies post graduation, and then it can come to the academic council. And if it is required, any is that power is not there with the academic council, then it can go to the board of management also. So that is the hierarchy, and that is the that process SOP. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Now I think I can request Sucheta to take the activities of the recruitment cell.
Sir, we do recruit, university does recruitment, 3 types of recruitment. First is regular appointment on regular post. For that, we take roster clearance of post from Office of Commissioner, Patna. Then we advertise the post in newspapers and invite applications accordingly. The post, we also give this advertisement and detail of advertisement in website. Then after closing date of inviting application, we enlist the applications and constitute a committee for opening the applications, and enlist the application by numbering. Specific number is given to every application. Then we do we constitute a screening committee. For that, we then we do screening of application by duly constituted committee, and after that this proposal is being put forward to competent authority, and a date of interview has then decided. And again we organize the interview, select the expert by competent authority, and date of walk-in interview or written test or other test as per requirement of the post done. And then taking a then interview will be organized. Every participant, every screened out which is eligible candidate has to be has required to be participated in interview. Then recommendation of the selection committee उन्हें वाइस चांसलर के पास हम भेजते हैं और बोर्ड ऑफ मैनेजमेंट से बाद में उसकी अप्रूवल लेते हैं. Then we release the appointment, offer appointment of selected candidate, and give usually 1 month period for joining the candidate, and after joining we accept the joining. Then a personal file is created and sent to administration section for future future pay fixation on other activity. Then next is appointment on contract. That is also involves similar procedure. In contract appointment, we usually get we recruit guest faculties for colleges as per the recommendation of their dean, and adjunct professors, advisors for university, medical doctor, part-time guest faculty for specific things specific activities, and some we also appoint on contract on some sanctioned post also. For this guest faculty post and part-time guest faculty post, we also take roster clearance and follow the same procedure as per regular appointment. Then other appointments, which is also, which involves regular appointment as per directive of Honorable High Court. Then appointment on compassionate ground. We also do appointment on compassionate ground. We have two committees for that. Usually first committee to verify all the required documents and then submit its report to high profile committee. Then high profile committee decides for which post the applicant can be adjusted. So, and these three type of appointment we used to do, and apart from that, we also reply the issues related to appointment like assembly questions, RTI, and requirement of writ petition of applicants and other government organizations. Other matters we also do, like rationalization of post for filling up post. Then we decide the guidelines by constituting of committees which include online, offline application, application format of application form, scorecards, general instructions, and qualification, age. We usually follow statute, but sometimes we have to decide these things. And apart from that, we also invite tenders for outsourcing services and online application, online inviting of application and online conducting of examination. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Madam Suketa. I
Ji.
think she has also narrated very nicely the main activities of the recruitment cell. So, because I have got the message from Deepak that the time is over, and we can take one or two queries if anybody is having, or otherwise you can ask directly Suketa, or if any doubt you can contact me also. So anybody is having any query, then we can have one or two. Otherwise, we can conclude.
Yes, sir. एक query है just कि हम लोगों का जो जैसे कोई प्रोजेक्ट वगैरह लिया है किसी ने, तो उसमें RAOSR की पोस्टिंग भी क्या आपके ही थ्रू होती है या फिर वो डायरेक्ट
जो
प्रोजेक्ट के थ्रू?
प्रोजेक्ट के डायरेक्टर जो हैं वो डायरेक्टर रिसर्च करते हैं.
ओके सर, ओके, थैंक यू.
Any other query?
और भी क्वेश्चन है सर, वो आपसे ही है, उनका थोड़ा सा जल्दी में बोल देता हूँ. PhD इंक्रीमेंट का है और NPA का क्या स्टेटस है अभी, और PG एडमिशन में क्या ऑल ओवर इंडिया का ओपन है सर?
हाँ, PG एडमिशन का जो है अभी जो हमने PhD और MSc के जो है ICR का जो एग्जामिनेशन है उसके बेस पे किया है, और अभी आई थिंक वो ड्यू टू लॉकडाउन दैट एग्जामिनेशन हैज आल्सो बीन पोस्टपोन्ड. सो एज एंड व्हेन दैट एग्जामिनेशन इज कंडक्टेड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द मेरिट ऑफ दैट एग्जामिनेशन वी विल हैव द एडमिशन, PG एडमिशन.
ऐसा सच कोई बिहार का कोई ऐसा
ऑल इंडिया को ओपन नहीं है बाबू, नहीं.
तो ऑल इंडिया ओपन अगर हम कर देंगे सर तो ज्यादा हमारे पास अच्छे लड़के आएंगे, क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ द कॉलेजेस में PG और PhD ऑल इंडिया ओपन है.
We have to follow the state government rules also. We have to see the interest of the state government also.
तो ओके सर, ओके. तो NPA और PhD इंक्रीमेंट का सर क्या स्टेटस है? PhD इंक्रीमेंट का स्पेशली सर.
PhD इंक्रीमेंट का जो भी 7th पे कमीशन की रिकमेंडेशन है, अगर कोई इसमें आई थिंक अंजे विल टेक अप एंड वी विल. मेरे को लगता नहीं है कि अभी कुछ ऐसा कैरियर एडवांसमेंट और PhD के इंक्रीमेंट का 7th पे का कुछ आया नहीं है, और जैसे ही वो आता है अगर किसी के पास है तो यू कैन डिस्कस डायरेक्टली विद अंजे एंड PhD इंक्रीमेंट का, क्योंकि हमने पहले वाले पे कमीशन के हिसाब से सबको मिले हैं और जिन पे नहीं मिले उनके अंडर प्रोसेस भी हैं, कुछ केसेस जो हैं डेयरी के हैं, जो कुछ हैं. सो दैट इज नॉट ए इशू. मतलब जब भी होगा कोई रूल्स होगा, वी विल अडॉप्ट एंड वी विल गिव.
ओके सर. और एनपीए का क्या स्टेटस सर, अगर आपको
एनपीए का
जानकारी
भी आई थिंक आपकी ये तो फैकल्टी का इशू है. फैकल्टी
Yes,
जो
sir.
है थोड़ा सा जोर लगाए. मैंने इसको एक बार अभी आपका जो ये था फाउंडेशन डे पे मैंने एक अच्छे प्लेटफॉर्म पे मिनिस्टर को रिक्वेस्ट करी थी. और
सर इससे सारा डिटेल जो है एनपीए रिगार्डिंग जो है गवर्नमेंट के पास सबमिटेड है. गवर्नमेंट से दूसरा क्वेरी में आया था टोटल बजट कितना आएगा, बजटरी लोड, वो भी हम लोगों ने जल्दी बना के पूरा वाइस चांसलर सर से अप्रूव करवा के गवर्नमेंट के पास भेजा हुआ है. तो एनुअल हस्बेंड्री डिपार्टमेंट में पेंडिंग है. अगर दम है तो वी हैव टू मूव पर्सनली, अदरवाइज सब दम.
ऐसा है इस समय
आपके मिनिस्टर साहब भी ओके हैं. सो बेसिकली हम लोगों को अपना डिपार्टमेंट एनुअल हस्बेंड्री एंड फिशरी रिसोर्स डिपार्टमेंट में जोड़ लगाना है. ठीक है, ऑफिशियल जितने भी है वीसी सर से हो सकता था, उन्होंने बढ़िया से
हमने बोर्ड से करवा दिया हुआ है. बोर्ड से हमने अप्रूव करवा दिया
है. सब
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू.
यूनिवर्सिटी पार्ट से उसमें एनपीए में कुछ भी ये नहीं.
थैंक यू सर.
ठीक है. आई थिंक नाउ वी कैन कंक्लूड. If anybody out of participant, anybody give any, you can say that you want anything more, or how was this session? You can give your impression. Anybody, one person. We can conclude them. Okay, you can. Madam Mahapatra, you can speak.
Sir, it was a very informative lecture, and a lot many aspects came into focus, which were even though I was in a job earlier, but still they came into focus, like on-leave duties. So, sir, a few more queries are there, but due to time constraint, we could not put it up. We can discuss it with Anjay sir or you or Ranjan sir, whoever is there.
Yeah. Anytime you are welcome, always.
Thank you, sir. It was very informative, and it was very kind of you to give us so much of information. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Then I can conclude the session, and I extend my thanks all my colleague, assistant registrar, deputy registrar, and definitely all the participants, that they have taken the interest and they have put up good queries and got the solution. And I wish all the participants and all those who are attending this session that best of health, and take care, keep at home, and save the life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.